Hello, this is part 2. Welcome back. If you haven't seen part 1, you better watch that really. I'm just going to go through the oracle cards, wherever I put it. Here we go. Oh, I got that right around. We've got the 4 forces. I've got to remember to put it there. So it's sort of both the equinoxes, isn't it? Now I've got very tired eyes, so I have to do this. The spring card upright shows a budding tree and flowers beginning to bloom. It is one of the seasonal cycle cards, and it indicates that you are entering a time of planting and active preparation. Just as the spring is a very full time for the farmer who is tilling the ground and planting his crop, so let yourself put a little more effort now as you lay the groundwork for the time ahead. This could be a very creative period for you. Take action in creative projects or work-related endeavours that require more time and attention. The work you do now could yield great rewards later. Make sure you engage in this extra activity with joy and optimism. You are always planting your energy into the Akashic records of your life. So as you work toward your goals, remember to plant hope and happiness along with all the action you take. That's hopeful, isn't it? So then we had, let's go with this one first. The Chamber of the Violet Flame. And this is from the, it's a bit more than that. Quite fat, isn't it? The Gateway of Light Activation Oracle deck. I should show you that one as well, shouldn't I, really? Okay. Oh, what am I doing? Chamber. There we go. Need to put that one in there. Because there are 2 of these. Of course there are. It can never just be one, can it? Okay. The Violet Flame is a spiritual retreat space that holds a powerful energy of transformation and transmutation. Excuse me. It can be visited in meditation and invoked through prayer and affirmation. Spiritually, it is seen within a chamber, often as a giant roaring flame and sometimes with silver and gold shining through the violet. When we connect with the violet flame, we are being given the opportunity to detach from lower vibrational experiences and turn darkness into light. How exciting. Ultimately, this is the gateway of alchemy. Alchemy is the art of turning lead into gold, and so from an energetic perspective, the violet flame is where we place all that is leaden and heavy in our life and turn it into a golden opportunity. Visualize a fiery violet light streaming down from the heavens and washing over your entire life. Set the intention that you are willing to transmute all fear and experience light once more. That comes in a bit later on. When you receive this card, know that the violet flame of transformation has been brought to you by your angels and guides. They're encouraging you to see that you are in a space of radical transformation. Transformation can be overwhelming, but know the hand of the divine is leading the way. All past trauma is now being cleared from your energy. Stay focused on releasing all of the energies that are no longer serving you. The violet flame is here to transmute fear into love. If any fear is rising up inside you now, know that it is simply a call for love. Call in the strongest form of love you know and allow those in your inner circle to support you through this transformational time. You are an alchemist with the capacity to take all the leaden aspects of your life and turn them into golden opportunities. You can align your life with the divine plan now and live in a more purposeful way. And then we have the Thoth light codes. Thoth is Hermes in Greek, or Mercury in Latin, Roman, whatever. And we just had Mercury go retrograde. So the timing of that's quite cute, isn't it? So the Thoth light codes, also known as Tahuti, is the ancient Egyptian ibis-headed god of writing, divine magic. Again, we've got alchemy and magic, haven't we? And the moon. Acknowledged as the sacred scribe who created writing, he is considered to be the great mind behind the hieroglyphics and the maintainer of the Egyptian universe. It is said he was the priest king of Atlantis and was dedicated to leading the Atlantean people in a loving way that was firm but fair. However, no matter how hard he tried to direct them, many of them didn't obey the spiritual laws of the universe, which inevitably led to the end of their civilization. This gateway takes you to a space where you can connect with the energetic frequency that Thoth carries. As a master teacher of the stars, he holds space for you to connect with some of your greatest gifts from this lifetime and the many others you've had. Thoth's primary teaching is spiritual integrity, and he's working alongside a powerful congregation of evolved souls, the ascended Atlanteans, to guide those who are ready to increase their awareness. He specializes in helping those who are finding it difficult to make spiritual progress to rise above the aspects of their life that are holding them back, and he helps awaken the teacher within. So you are blessed to connect with Thoth. You are going through a powerful set of light initiations at this time, and these are preparing you to lead and teach from a powerful space of love. In order to complete the process, there will be a release of old ideas and limiting stories, but this is necessary for you to connect with the true power within you. Don't be concerned by the intensity of the energies that surround you right now. Facing shadow parts of yourself and your story is essential for connecting with divine magic, and evolved beings of light are there to lead the way. If you have any concerns or fears at this time, know that when fear gets loud, it's because you're on the cusp of something extremely powerful. Well, there you go. It's a lot about letting go of fears and shedding a skin, basically, isn't it? Just sloughing it off. So, I can't get the screen low enough to do this. But at the beginning here, the current energy was the Page of Wands, the Five of Wands. And this is all about sort of moving forward and adventure. And based on what those oracle cards were saying, he's actually moving away from all that past, as the oracle card said, change the script, move away from the, don't even look behind you. It's time to move away from past hurts, the Five of Wands. But then we also had the Page of Pentacles, which is about loving, exploring nature, and being as close to nature as possible. And then we have Temperance, who is, well, it's the Earth Angel. It's also for Sagittarius, which I happen to be one. And the Temperance Angel covers all four elements, so natural elements. So it's connect with all parts of. You might be a fire sign, but welcome in your water, welcome in your air. So again, this is lovely, but it's all about finding the balance of all of it, which is this alchemy. Find the right proportions of the ingredients to. Well, that's all about transmutation of stuff, isn't it? Which has come out in all three of those cards. And this is almost like planting a seed as well, which is in that spring and autumn card. Then on top of that, so that was the message from Dale, let's say. Then the message that my energy was Page of Wands, which we've had. If when you go on an adventure, you leave stuff behind, but in leaving it behind, I've got the Four of Pentacles. So protect yourself from anybody. You know, it's like inner critic. That Eight of Swords. Sorry. So yeah, bottle it, smash it, change the words, change everything. So protect yourself from all the gremlins in here. You know, let's just put it like that. It's a lot easier. And what was lovely here was the bigger issue is, and I'm going to take this the other way around. Oh wait. To get your hand in the lion's mouth, you've got to do an awful lot of preparatory work. You don't just go, "Oi, Leo." You've got to learn how to do it, or more importantly, when to do it. So the steps you have to do in order to let the lion put your hand in its mouth. And coming with that was the High Priestess. It was like, you know that. You know that. So it's taming the beast, whether it's another beast or whether it's your own beast. Temperance? A little bit temperance again. Knowing when to roar and when to roll over it. Let someone do that, I suppose. Now this was interesting. And I'm just going to read a little bit about this Nine of Cups here. Joy wishes being fulfilled, dreams coming true, personal and spiritual completion. It's often called the wish card. So to have had the Ten of Swords, the aim is the thing about we've got the Nine of Swords here, which is the Nightmare card, but at least that's the cycle completion of the swords, and it brings an end to the sabotage. So what do you, when it's ended, what do you replace it with? Well, if that's coming to an end, I said, let all those fears go. The 9 is more the fears, the 10 is the completion of them. Then bang, just fill it with that love. And in this Oswald Worth deck, you get the Hierophant, sorry, the Hermit's staff there, because it's card number 9. So that's everything that you've learnt, maybe whilst in hermit mode, to shine a light to actually get you this path to everything that card means. So that's that's an aim to basically let go of all that crap. Let go. Gotta go. Because when you go on your adventure or on your next, you're not going to be taking that with you. Or you don't be going towards that. You want to be going towards that. I mean, how different is that? You know? No more of that. So what's the energy? Oh, so this was like, what are the priorities? Well, the 9, so the 7 of Pentacles is often about feeling a little feeling a little dissatisfied. but it's a reminder that everything's a work in progress. You wouldn't. They say, you didn't plant the bush that size. You planted a little sapling, and it's still growing, but it's still not quite, or the fruit's not quite ripe. So, cast aside any dissatisfaction, because you need to get off. I mean, the Knight of Swords is so, it's always like one last look over your shoulder at what wasn't satisfying you. And then go. And then go. Now, what was interesting here, I think, is how do you blend that with the Wounded Warrior and Temptations, or a scratch in the record? How do you get over that scratch in the record? Because the nine of Wands is somebody who's staying on the scratch side of the record. Well, one of the cards that'll get you over that scratch in the record is the Knight of Swords. It's almost to say the Seven of Pentacles and the Devil would sit well together. But in order to, it's the Knight of Swords that will get you from the nines of the Ten of Wands, and then you can put all that stuff down. And I think did we get the Ten of Wands later on? No, we didn't. but this is the priority, to use the Knight to get you from the nine. And again, we got the Hermit here. So it's almost, it's very close to cycle completion. So, the real themes here are change the record. Now, again here, now the Knight of Pentacles is the slow and steady wins the race guy. And when I read it in that book, it's like he doesn't go for flashy stuff. He's just much more in tune with nature. He'd rather sleep in a tent in the field rather than demand like the West Wing of the palace type thing. But it's the plod. So we've got the Mariah Carey card there of the world. This is what's got to go out. So enough plod now. And if you're going to get over that scratch in the record from before, speed it up and actually look for some, like a reciprocal relationship, or find yourself different people, if you've been a bit of a hermit, to maintain that new speed. Because it's almost like you've been on a go slow for long enough now. So find, and that might have been part of the company you were keeping. So it's look for people, as you build your life back up again, look for people who are vibing on the same frequency. So that's what's going out. What's coming in, again, it's the same sort of, it's echoed again. The Eight of Wands. Don't try and fall in love with swimming through treacle. Normally this guy's got a red cloak on, and that's about taking your power back. And then the wand there is about moving your energy off somewhere else. Now, do you return to those Eight of Cups, or do you actually just think, I'd rather just go to the Ace of Cups and start again somewhere else? Somebody else can have those rotten cups. Although it's a big emotional investment, because you should only have the 9 and 10 to go, but you think, I just can't do it. Can't do it. And the focus there, because they both came out together, was the ace. It's a reminder of the wand. It's focus on your energy, not so much your power. It's your energy, and actually, with an ace, because that's what you have to do. You have to go back to the Ace of Cups, but the ace is implied here. So Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, but focus on the ace and your energy. So I think that's quite a healthy message. That again, it's like change the record, isn't it? Change the record. But funny enough, to clarify that, we've got the Ace of Cups. So to have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands together there with the Fool card, you know, echo. Those three run beautifully together there. Yeah. Eight of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Fool. I mean, even the Fool's got a wand here, an Ace of Wands. What are you going to leave behind? We've already had this, the Five of Wands. All that, you know, all that crap from the past, basically. Go towards what? Nine of Pentacles. Abundance. And again, the Hermit's lamp, which is filled with Aquarius light. So, what will that process bring in as the new strength? How will that empower you? Or the Hierophant and the Ace of Swords. That's a beautiful combination there. It's like true faith. True faith in a higher, in spirit, or true faith in yourself. Again, it's having the knowing your worth and having true faith in yourself based on a healthy appreciation of the power of spirit. So what challenges what challenges is going to bring in? I just want to read in about this the Three of Cups here. Friendship, celebration, feeling supported, bonds of brother or sisterhood, abundance, connection with one's divine nature, is a testament to the magic that takes place when you find your soul family. There is a lightness of spirit that comes when we know that we are honoured and embraced. Now, again, it mentions the word magic, and this is because it's second decan Cancer. It has Mercury, Thoth, as its secondary planet. So it's a card of magic, and we had the Three of Cups twice there. So the Eight of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. So maybe even during early July, second decan Cancer. Yeah. You might have done something, you might have made some investment. Oh, you, me. I know that I upped some investments in myself then, I know I did. But it's like it's like a double echo of so this forward movement. It's safe to trust your new connections because the old ones were so toxic. It's safe to trust, which is a big thing for me, anyway. And then we've got the Nine of Swords. And then Queen of Swords. It's a card for Libra, but it's a card for being cutting off fears and actually making peace with your fears. So the challenge is to continue. There was a lovely. It was from Dawn from Spiritual Review. She's just done a post which is going to be for today, but I haven't read it. I saw the title of it saying how to make friends with your fears. And say, hello fears, what are we going to do today then? And to sort of emasculate the fears, to de-weaponize your fears. I'll be looking forward to watching the video. It's just I remember I saw the title of it, But and Joey, it's amazing how things come along just at the right time. But that's exactly what that says to me. Okay, Fears, the Three of Cups. Let's make friends, because I'm not going to let you slice me up anymore. And that's the challenge. That will be the challenge. Just keep prompting myself not to do that. And again, what do you need to know that you don't know? This is quite interesting. Five of Swords. And the Devil. Temptation to stay in battle mode, or almost like fight or flight mode, because that's where you've been for so long, and actually you've been so heavily invested in, not through choice, but you've been locked in, and it's almost like being tempted just to carry that on, just to win, and to keep the battle alive. And you know, the 1 to the 10, the 5 is the highest hurdle in the middle. It's unhealthy. So again, got to go. I've had the Queen of Pentacles, got the King of Pentacles. Focus on that. And as I said, the Five of Pentacles, first decan Taurus, is a card of natural magic, a bit like the Three of Cups we had there. Because you either give up when you've had everything. I mean, this is somebody who's had everything taken away from them. They're really on their uppers. So you either give up or you come out swinging. Page of Cups. I just want to read just like the keywords of the Page of Cups. Idealism, creativity, being a dreamer. Intuitive, sensitive, childlike innocence, romantic at heart. True embodiment of the element of water. Her flowing, dreamy nature is a representation of someone not necessarily young in years. Demand a rewrite. But young at heart. An idealist who still believes in magic and fairy tales. She's often accused of being aloof and out of touch, yet she is happiest deep in thought, connecting to the mystical plane and trying to recreate its beauty in the physical world. Her being is one of spirituality, intuition, feeling, and emotion. It's not a bad place to be, I don't think. So, we're going to wrap up. Again, Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior. Reset. And based on before, yeah, it's time to connect with not the old crowd, the new positive spiritual family. Because you've taken your power back. And two of the hardest elements to marry together are fire and water. But when you put fire and water together in a positive way, to me, I always think whenever I see two of the same, of the same number or of the same level in court cards or seniority, I always think of the Industrial Revolution, because steam power, you know, it is the best blend of heat or fire with water. And look what happened within the industrial steam power, you know, the steam age completely revolutionised the world. So we've got an awful lot of pollution, but I think there are ways to do it more cleanly now. But you know, the big problem with fire and water is fire can evaporate water, and water can put fire out if you don't get it right. But you mastered it. And so if that is a message from somebody who I didn't part on good terms with, suggesting to me to forgive myself for not getting things right, for not understanding everything, for Five of Pentaclesing and reacting at times rather than responding. Well, you do get reactive when you're in the Five of Pentacles, because you think, well, what else do they want? What else are they going to take away from me? So I'm going to say thank you very much to Dale for that, because it's the same message said, what, 5 or 6 different ways. He did repeat himself quite a lot. He didn't have much to say. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. But then what's lovely was that right at the end comes out the Emperor, and he was an Aries. So I would like to think that this has got an awful lot of his influence in it. So I'm going to say thank you very much, Dale. And later today, I'll do what I need to do about wherever. I don't know if it's true or not, but I will do something to do the Rainbow Bridge thing, because that's a very Sagittarius thing, to help people move from one plane to the other if they're stuck. And if 14 years after having died he is stuck, then it's only fair, with a beautiful message like that to help me move on, I help him move on. And that's what the Six of Pentacles reciprocity thing was going on here. So I know that there's been messages that I've had. There's been an Aries screaming out, will you get it? Will you communicate with me? And I've never done a spread with him in it. So this means an awful lot to me, and I hope it can be an inspiration to other people about how to approach it. It's taken me a good few hours just to sit and think it through. But the beautiful thing, I mean, all 3 of these things is the magic of self and move on and forgiveness and creativity, and don't settle for crap, which I didn't know how to move on from crap, because every way that I turned to get out of it, it was block, block, block. But keep on swimming. Anyway, I hope this is of use to other people. It's just a process. Take care.